Hello my fellow lobsters, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the chest UI in as much detail as I can show. I've been getting tons of comments, and I mean tons of comments, ones that want me to help them on their world, which I am fine with doing, but I don't really have as much time as you guys might think. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and show this off in so much detail. You'll be able to do this without me helping you on your world, although I will still help people. I just want to reduce the numbers that have been asking. So here's basically how this works. So what you're doing is actually what we're going to do for this is we are going to make a chest UI system where you can go into a buying system, and you can buy either a fishing rod or a flint and steel. Okay, that's literally what we're gonna do. Actually, not fishing rod or flint and steel. We're gonna do fishing rod, or not fishing rod, flint and steel, or a trident. You can buy either, or you can just get them. No buying system involved. Just if you click on it, you get it. So basically, here is how the chest UI system works. So a lot of people have been confused about the positioning and all that, and I did explain that pretty terribly when I first made this. So basically what we're doing is when someone takes the item out of the chest, what we're doing is we're cloning based on the position of the chain command block that's cloning. So if we set this up where it's /clear at a flint and steel, and we have to put 5001, and by the way, 5000 is the data tag. So this flint and steel is not data 5000. So if we flick this on, nothing happens. But the second we do this /give at s flint and steel 1, and then this is the data part right next to the amount. So we go flint and steel 1 5000, will just be instantly cleared of it. You can't even see it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give it to us. This is a data 5000 flint steel, okay? And this is what happens when we turn this on. It just instantly gets cleared. And then what we do after, if someone actually has that data 5000 flint steel, is we activate a chain conditional command block. It has to be conditional, because if it's not, here, let's just show this with /say cleared. So this will say cleared whenever we get it. If we put this, so currently it is, if we have it, it'll say it one time, and only if it actually clears us of it, right? So what happens if we turn it on unconditional? We turn on unconditional, we get cleared, and it spams it. It just doesn't even stop. We don't even have it in our inventory anymore, and it's still spamming. So yeah, so we're just going to turn this back to conditional. So that's the reason we have to do conditional, because it only triggers after this one actually successfully happens. And then what we're doing here is we are cloning this chest coordinates. We're going to clone it to here based off of the position of this command block. So the position of this command block is 123 5 -1. If we go to this chest, it is 124 5 -1. So what we have to do is we have to do /clone, and then it would be, we're adding 1 on the X. So watch my X position, which is the first position, the one that says 123 right now. When we move to here, it goes to 124. And we went over the block line, so now it's 125. But when we're in the middle, which is where you should be looking for, that it says 124, and that means that we're officially in this block's position. And this block's position is 123 5 -1. So if we want to get to this block, we need to add 1 to the X. And we're going to keep all the other positions stay exactly the same, except actually we have to add 1 here because the position of this block is actually 123 for -1 because the block position is so if this is the block, right, this is where the block would be, where I am standing right now, and this is the block's position. So when we're standing on top of a block that's not a chest, because chests are different because they don't have a full they have one less pixel basically on the top. Like that's a normal block, or that's a chest and that's a normal block. You see what I mean by that? But so any block besides chests and slabs and all that, we just subtract 1 by on our Y, which is the second position, the one that says 5 right now. So this block's position that I'm standing on is 123 for -3. So we also have to add 1 to the Y because we're going up 1, and we're also adding 1 to the X. So also for /clone, because you're able to clone areas that are more than just one block with /clone. I could clone this entire thing with /clone, and that's why there's 2 positions before the position it says to actually clone it to. So you're gonna basically, because we're only cloning 1 block, we are literally gonna copy this exact thing, the tilde 1, and tilde over again. So tilde 1, and tilde there, and that's basically so we've got this block's positions locked in. Now what we have to do is we have to get to the clone area, which is gonna be, let's make it a diamond block. So we have to get to that block, we have to clone it there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what happens when we go here. So we're adding 1 to the Z because we are at -1 and we went to 0. That's adding 1. Then we're gonna add another 1, so that's adding 2 and adding 3. So we're just gonna put these here. 3. Z is the third position. Then to get to the X, to get to the same area as this, we're starting down here, remember, because this is at Y level 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 blocks, because under this is 1 block lower. So we're going 3 blocks high, and finally we have to go 1 block in the X. So we're adding 1 to the X. And note, this isn't always exactly how it works, because sometimes we might be doing it flipped around, where the diamond block might be over here and the chest UI area might be over like right here, with the lever and everything. So the difference is, you always have to make sure you know what direction you're going in. So in this specific example, if I was cloning here to there, I would be going, I'm looking at what's happening to my position when I move the block. So when I move to here, that's subtracting 1 on the Z. -10 to -11, that's subtracting 1, subtracting 1, subtracting 1. So -3 on the Z. Then we are adding 1, 2, 3, and going over here, that's subtracting 1 instead of adding 1. So you can also use, like if you want, you can also just find the positions of the blocks. This block's position is 123 for -1. Again, we're standing on the block, so it's going to be 1 lower than our position. And then this block's position over here is 124, 8, -2. So all we have to do is subtract the 2 positions together, and we will get what we have to do to this block. And this is the position we're subtracting it from. We're subtracting, so as an example, 123 for -1, and then so 124, 7, 2, right? Yeah. So then if we get, I'm just gonna make it easier on myself and just put it in chat a second time. So we're adding 1, so we're subtracting 124 from 123 from 124, or whatever way you want. and that'd be 1, then the y position is 3, and the z is also 3, because if you subtract a negative number, it becomes adding that number instead. So that is exactly what we got from just walking across it. 1, 3, 3. So yeah, and now if we were to test this again, let's go ahead and let's put something in here. How about just like a diamond block out of diamond blocks or something. So the second we give ourselves a flint and steel with data 5000, it clones the chest to here, and if we open it, it has this area in it. So what we're also going to do is we're going to /give as barrier. So this is the barrier is what we're taking out to go to the main UI system. So I'm going to turn this off, and we are going to give ourselves the flint and steel with data 5000 and the trident with data 5000. So basically what we are going to do is we are just going to set up this exact chest UI a second time. So in this time it's just going to be /clear a barrier. We don't have to do any special data, which is good. And then we are just going to go ahead and put the chest here. This is what the UI is going to be, like this. So it's going to be the exact same cloning for the first two, because if you look, we're starting at 123.4 -1, or 123.4 1. We go up, and now it's 124.5 -1. So we're just adding again. So /clone 1 1 there, 1 1 there, and again. So we are starting at 123. So actually we're just gonna see what this turns out to be. So over here we are adding 1 to the X. We are adding 1 2 3 to the Y. And this time we are only adding 1 to the Z. So if we do this, and we go ahead and just and then we turn this on, as well as this, yeah. So it should be at the default area. We take out this flint and steel, and it brings us to the diamond block thing. And then we can just keep going in there and all that stuff. And note, if you do put something in the chest, it will be wiped out. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to set up the trident thing, which we're literally just doing the exact same thing over and over. And we're going to have to turn this off again, because we need to give ourselves a barrier, and we don't want to be /cleared of it instantly. Second we put the barrier in, we can turn it back on. And then this one, how about we just, actually I'm going to change this one as well. We're going to make it just a regular trident and a regular flint steel. And how about we just surround them by diamond blocks, I guess. Voila. So now onto this /clear at a trident 5001. And then again, we are literally doing the exact same thing over and over again. It's really simple. Once you get it one time, you will know it forever. So again, copying the exact same two things, because we're going up 1 from 123.5 -3, or 123.4 -3 to 124.5 -3. And basically each one, if you've noticed the pattern so far, going this way adds an extra 2 on the Z for us. right now. So 1, 3, and 3, or 5. So now if we go into here, we take out the barrier, we go onto the trident, here's our trident thing, and flint steel, here's the flint steel thing. So it's really simple. And if we wanted to make it so you have to, for example, buy something, so like if we just slash give at s shield, or not 5,000 shields, I just want a shield data 5,000 right here. Okay, so, and we're gonna make the shield cost us 1 diamond block, I guess. So we're just gonna put another command block here. We don't actually have to clone anything. That's an additional option that you can do. Actually, we are gonna clone stuff because I want to show that off. What we're actually gonna do is we're gonna put this here, which normally I wouldn't do, but here we go. So slash clear at a shield 5001. So that means when they take out the shield, it should clear them. Oh, it's data 500 instead. Okay, I messed up there. 501, I guess. So it should clear us of the shield and we can just reset it. Never mind. Oh, I really messed up. Okay, I remember how I was telling you about how it will wipe the contents of that. It just did that for me, so that's good. I'm showing you how it works without trying, I guess. So now it will clear us of the shield and all that. So after it clears us of the shield, instead of cloning something immediately, what we're actually gonna do, you can't clone it immediately because then this won't trigger successful for some reason, because for some reason when you clone a chest that has different contents on a chest that doesn't have the exact same contents of that chest, it triggers as unsuccessful because it says something like block hasn't been cloned or something along those lines. So basically we are going to do slash clear, or we're gonna slash tag at p add buying, and then we're making the shield cost 1 diamond block, slash clear at p tag equals buying, and naturally we would do r equals 45 because we want to make sure if we have multiple buying systems we don't have them all like clearing one person of 1,000 diamond blocks. So clear them of diamond block 0, 1, and this 0 is the data. The natural data of any block is actually 0, so just have that happen, and then 1 after, and then after that slash, I believe, yeah, so we slash give at p tag equals buying shield, and then we will clone. And this time it's a little bit different because this is on the exact same block level as that chest. So we're going to add 1 to the x, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the x. So 5 and nothing, 5, nothing. And if we put nothing after that, that means none of the other coordinates changed. So on this one, we didn't put anything on the z because the z is going in this direction. We only went up and across this way. In this one, we only went forward, so we didn't have to worry about changing the z or even the y at all. So then we also want to do, we are cloning that to, we're going to go 1 block this way, or actually we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the x, and then 1, 1, 2 on the Y, and finally 1 on the Z. So, and then finally we have to slash clear them of the, we have to slash tag at A tag, or at B tag equals buying, remove buying, or something along those lines. And I'm just going to explain this one extra time. So basically what's happening is it's testing for the shield. If they have the shield, it will tag them, because that's the easiest way to make sure that in case somebody moves, or in case someone's closer to this command block, because we're doing the closest to them, that's how it's tagging at P. So like if I was a player, right, let me get something, chiseled nether brick. So if there's a player here, let's imagine that's a player in the chest UI, right? And they're opening everything and all that. And then there's also a player that's like over here or something. This player is actually closer to some of these other command blocks, while this one is closer to the first few, and then this one just takes over the last ones. That's why we're tagging the closest player, so it'll tag this guy instead, and then he will get all of these, and instead of this one getting half and this one getting the other. So, and then after, if this is successful, which it pretty much always is, I don't know how that would be successful, but then if that's successful, then it'll clear the nearest player of a diamond block with that tag, and within a certain radius. If that's successful, so if they are actually cleared of a diamond block, then it will give them their shield. It will clone the it will clone this, and then it will remove the tag no matter what afterwards, and that doesn't actually affect performance at all. So let's just test this out. We take out the shield, and we get a shield, and we can just spam by this thing as many times as we want. So that is really cool. We're gonna clear a shield. Okay, so basically, again, what we're doing is we are testing if they have, so this is just how the selector works. We're testing if they have that in their inventory. So if we go into the flint steel, this is the barrier. If we take it out, that means it's technically in our inventory. So if it's in the inventory, then this will trigger, because someone actually got cleared of their barrier. So this will trigger, and then it will clone this command block, or not command block, it will clone this chest, if that makes sense. And I think that's pretty much all the explaining I can do. I've tried going over this a couple times. I really hope that you learned from this, and that you now know how to make a chest UI. Well, either way, if you have any more questions, you can always ping me on Discord. The Discord server is in the description. Remember to subscribe, because like 0.5% of the people that actually watch our videos are subscribed, and that's not fake data. That's actually like real data, which is really weird. 0.5% of the people that watch our videos are subscribed. So remember to subscribe, and ping me on Discord or ask in the comments if you still have some questions. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed, and yeah, either way, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.